Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you guys are having a great weekend. It is Sunday night, so we all dread for Monday, but not for me though, because I get to make this amazing video for you guys to watch. Anyways, welcome back, guys. Today we're talking about the banner for Springtide in online. 5 ships available, 1 UR, 2 SSRs, and 2 elite ships. Let's get right into it. So, the cover girl of the event, Moskva, is now available to be pulled in the banner for you guys. If I'm butchering the names, you guys already know the drill. I butcher all the names. Heavy Cruiser, Northern Parliament, voiced by Azusa Tadokoro. Someone brought up that she is voiced by Haruna or whatever from Blue Archive. So, yeah, another fun fact for you guys there. But for the stats, we got 125. It's going to be 78, 15 health, 293 on the firepower, 399 on the anti-air, 210 on the reload, 80 evasion, medium armor, 27 speed, 159 on the hit or accuracy, 66 luck, and 14 on the oil cost. So I want to check something right now. Where's that chart that shows like all the ships and stuff? There's like a, where's it at? The ships are going to be, where are they at? List of ships by stats. Okay. So we do 125. We go to health. I'm actually very curious about this because I feel like, wait, why is it sorted this way? What? Oh, destroyers. No, heavy cruisers. Here we go. Okay. 125 health. Let's see. CA. Moskva is the 3rd tankiest Vanguard in this game as of right now as a heavy cruiser, beating out Napoli in the health department. That's crazy. Like, this amount of HP is disgusting for a heavy cruiser. Now, given the fact that she did sink in my showcase about 12 hours ago, that was funny. She's very, very tanky. That's crazy. And she does crazy damage as well, too. So, not only is she very, very durable, she's also doing a lot of damage as well, too. This is very, very strong for a Vanguard. Now, for the gear efficiencies, we have 135, 100, and 135 for the heavy cruiser gun, DD gun, and anti-air, 211 on the loadout. And at 120 stats, or perma stats, we got 1 accuracy, so that's very, very good. Now, as for the skills, Frost Shredding Blade increases ship's firepower and evasion by 10%. Every 2 times the ship fires her main guns, inflicts Frost Shred on random enemy. Only 1 instance of Frost Shred can exist on an enemy at a time, and if another instance is applied, the existing one will be removed. When the enemy with Frost Shred is sunk, applies Frost Shred to the nearest enemy that's from the sunken one. Decrease this ship and your flagship shelling damage taken from the enemy with Frost Shred by 15%. So damage reduction is nice, increased firepower, and makes it basically this like a campaign thing. So this is funny because I should be taking less damage, but I got destroyed in my showcase. So I don't know, maybe this is a bad video, whatever, but it does happen though. The second skill here, Unyielding Valor. During battle, while Moskva is afloat, when another Northern Parliament ship of surface fleet ship takes damage that will sink her, the other ship does not sink, evades that instance of damage, and gains the Unyielding Valor status for 8 seconds. Unyielding Valor does the following: decrease the damage taken. The target's damage taken is taken by Moskva instead, and decreases by 20%. Increase the target accuracy by 5%. Stuck at 5% due to bug. Okay, well, that's interesting. Please fix that. When the status expires or if Moskva is sunk, the target sinks. What? Oh, no, the status. Okay. I was like, did not automatically destroy the boss that I sunk with? Oh, whatever, doesn't matter. But eventually, more durability, so that's good. For every ship with Unyielding Valor status, Moskva damage taken, excluding the damage damage to tanks is decreased by 20%. Can stack up to 3 times when the battle ends. All the ship with unyielding valor recovers 10% of their max HP. That's very, very good. I think it's for Northern Parliament though, isn't it? So like, you have to play just Russian ships. So Soyuz and like Admiral Naimov, I guess. Yeah. But like, I want to use them for campaign maps though. Like Moskva's campaign oriented, so that's kind of weird. Frozen Fortress. Increase your fleet's anti-air gun range by 5 when the battle starts, and every 8 seconds performs a level 10 special attack. Enemies hit even once by this attack have their anti-air and speed decreased by 5% until the end of the battle. So it works with Admiral Nahimov. We got that slow that we wanted. Very, very nice. While this ship is afloat, for the other fleet, it provides a level 10 supporting attack every 8 seconds. Can activate up to 2 times per battle. Okay, so that's very, very good for cross barrages. Procs twice. Very, very good. And then all-out assault. If this ship has a Northern Parliament gear equipped, the shell fired by this main gun and secondary guns ignores shield. So that's very, very good. So you want to have a Russian gun if possible. Now, it doesn't say main gun, I don't think. So if this... Yeah, so we go to DD guns here. We sort by factions, and then we go to... What is the Northern Parliament section? Over here. So I would probably give it to like this gun right here. If you give her this gun, the Tashkent gun, it will make it so she ignores all shields. Now, again, you can use her main gun if you want to, but depending on the scenario, you really don't want to use just medium armor all the time. You want to use light armor and heavy armor gun as well too. But this gun right here gives you much more flexibility for you to equip how you want to play Moskva, because you want to ignore those shields if they have any. So that's very, very good. But overall, though, the ship does a lot of damage. I've tested her a bit. She does a lot of damage. She is, once again, built for campaign, because those basically whenever they release new content, a lot of the new ships that they release afterwards is set to help that content. So Chapter 16 was in mind when they made Moskva's design, and that's how they want her to be used for Chapter 16 purposes. Notice the increased health power creep we have right here. Back in the day, we used to have like... If a heavy cruiser has like 5,000 HP, that was considered a lot. Now we're in the 7,800 range, almost 8,000 for a heavy cruiser. That's insane. So this right here is a very, very durable ship. Ignore my showcase from the last video, but she is a very, very durable ship. A lot of anti-air, a lot of anti-air, reduced anti-air, evasion, firepower, a lot of damage reduction as well too. So it's a very, very heavy oriented ship with some heals as well too. Now I'm not sure if this heal is for every ship. If it is for every ship, that's very, very strong. If it's only for Northern Parliament though, it's mainly for herself. So having her be like a zombie ship is kind of cool as well too. But if she can't heal the whole team, this will be very, very OP. I think this is like very busted for campaign. So as of right now, very strong damage oriented ship. I think she does just as much as Hindenburg. I'm not out to test it honestly, but comparable damage to Hindenburg, but being way tankier than Hindenburg, which more health, more evasion, much more durable than she is by far. So very, very good ship overall. 2 thumbs up for me. 2 thumbs up. Next ship is going to be Oz. I'm just going to call her Oz. I think we said this last time. Stats at 120. We got 2349 on the health, 146 on the firepower, 249 on torpedo, 187 on anti-air, 204 on the reload, 217 on the evasion, light armor, 43 on the speed, 207 on the accuracy, 80 on the luck, 210 on the ASW, and 10 on the oil cost. So nothing too fancy across the board, as average as they can get. Efficiency, we have 160, 125, and 110. So a lot on a DD gun, meaning she's probably going to be more gun focused. 1, 2, 1 on the DD gun, torpedo, anti-air loadout. Stats at 120. We got 2 HP. I didn't even noticing the HP thing for destroyers, so they're adding more perma HP, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. So that's good. And then her skills. I'll handle this. Each battle, when this ship fires her first wave of torpedoes, if there is another Russian ship in your fleet, the following effect applies. This ship gains the effect of skill full firepower. Every 20 seconds, 60% chance to increase the ship's firepower by 40%. And this skill effect immediately activates with a 100% chance. Okay, so that's very, very nice. Every 10 seconds, 70% chance to fire a special barrage at a random enemy. 3 seconds after the effect activates, if that enemy is afloat, activate this barrage again. Oh, so that's a lot of wave clearing right there, which is very good. I like that. I'll whoop you. Okay, that's a very interesting name right there. When the battle starts, the following effect applies. Increase the ship's firepower by 15% and damage dealt by 5% until the end of the battle. So that's very, very good. More damage buffs on top of damage buffs. So that's always nice. Number 2, deploys a barrier that negates damage up to 15% of this ship's max HP. So if you stack HP on her, 15% of that, let's say you get 3,000. That is about 450 health. That's actually a lot. That's actually very, very good. I think that's a very durable ship. If I'm being honest right here, that's actually really, really nice. I like that. It makes her very, very robust. I think that's like one of the most robust vanguards to probably have next to Laffy or something. That's crazy. Performs a special slashing attack and increases ship's damage dealt by 5% in the battle. And an all-out assault for her main guns. Honestly, for a DD, like this shield right here is insane. Like that's a lot of 15% of her max HP. Like if you get to 3,000, like that's a lot. Like that's a crazy amount. So that's actually very good. I like that a lot. That's a really strong DD. Okay. This is chapter 14 power creep right here. Like that's a lot of health. A lot of shields, a lot of firepower, a lot of wave clear. This is a very, very, very good DD, guys. Like this ship right here. Like I usually say DDs nowadays are very made for chapter 14, but this ship right here is like disgusting. Like this is OP right here. Now she's not UR obviously, but for SSR DD, she's very, very good. All right. Next ship we have is Gangut META. All right. Sinners of Hope class. Stats at 120. We got 67. I'm not going to say the other number. Get it out of your mind, guys. 64 on the health. 369 on the firepower. I'm going to say 69, though. That's for sure. 181 on the anti-air. 154 on the reload. 32 on the evasion. Heavy armor. 24 speed. 61 on the hit. 85 on the luck. And 16 on the oil cost. So, average across the board. A little bit low on the firepower, but everything else, though, about average is across the board. Maybe a little bit lower on the other stats, though, but it is what it is. Gear efficiencies, we have 130, 200, and 100%. BB, light cruiser, or DD gun and anti-air, so that's as average as it can get. I think, let me just check something real quick. I think this is as average. Let me see. Bismarck 3-3. Okay, so there's a little bit more on the light cruiser gun, so that's actually pretty cool, but nothing too crazy though for the stats. 120, we got +1 firepower, so that's very, very good right off the bat. And then her skills. So she who salutes war, increase firepower and reload by 18%. Okay, that's good. When this ship fires her main guns, 70% chance fire a special barrage. After this barrage has been fired 2 times, the following effect applies. This barrage is improved and its activation increases by 100%. So if it fires twice and you lose both 70% chance, like you don't get that one. Like that's so redundant. Like you're gonna punish people for not proccing the 70% chance twice, and you're rewarding people that do proc the 70% chance twice. I don't know. That sounds really like weird for me. Like that's horrible. Bad design. If I'm reading it right, that's bad design. But it is what it is. She who stands ready. While the ship HP is above 30%, her damage dealt increases by 15%. While her HP is below 30%, her damage taken decreases by 15%. Okay, so what damage decrease? Okay, but then damage increase as well too. Damage taken is decreased, but damage dealt increase. Basically, whatever. When this ship first main gun volley has finished loading, the ship gains ready to intercept status. Each time this ship sinks an enemy, she gains 1 stack. Enemy eliminated stacks up to 3 times. When the ship has 3 stacks of enemy eliminated, she loses the ready to intercept status, and the loading time for her next main gun volleys decreased by 35%. That's very, very good. The ready to intercept status can be gained up to 4 times per barrel. So I guess they made it 70% chance, but you can fire a lot. So go fast guns. Okay, that's basically a wave clearing ship right there. And then her Operation Siren status, Senators of Hope, Gangut. When finding humanoid status or boss fleets, increase the ship's damage up by 8%. I'm pretty sure that's another lined up as well too, because there's a lot of Senator of Hopes I think these days. So Senator of Hope, oh, can't even access this. That's interesting. Overall though, fast reload ship. You want to fire a lot of barrages, a little bit of sustain, a little bit of everything. Honestly though, nothing too fancy. It's just another ship to get 120 for the +1 firepower. Now, as for the elite ships, I'm not going to talk too much of these ships. You guys know the deal as already. But I will say, though, I think the Japanese and Chinese servers really thinks Krasny is a very cool ship. Like, she's probably the most popular one out of the banner so far. So that's very, very interesting. It's unfortunate, though, because they had to make her an elite. So that's kind of weird. And then Bogatyr, which is going to be the Rem or Ray from Evangelion as well, too. Summon stuff, that's cool. I like summons as well, too. But elite ships, though. Nothing too fancy for that department. Okay, guys. So, going to this banner, the big takeaways here are as followed. Moskva is very, very good. Highly recommend you guys get her. Gangut META is kind of whatever, but the +1 firepower for battleships is very, very nice. Oz, if you guys haven't cleared chapter 14 through 16 yet, she's a very good pickup. Very high durability as well, too, in that department. I got to test her out, honestly, but I think she's going to be very, very good for endgame chapters with how much sustain and firepower and wave clear she has. And for the elite ships, you guys know the drill as of right now. I will say, though, we got +1 firepower for light cruisers, so that's a +1 for Plymouth right there. That's very, very good. And then another light cruiser. Wait, double light cruisers. Interesting. And then 1 for anti-air. So that's actually not too bad, honestly. That's very, very good. All right, so get to Moskva. Meta is nice as well too for the +1 firepower. Oz and Krasny are good for permastats as well too, or Krasny is good for permastats. Oz is good in general for if you guys haven't cleared endgame content. And then Bogatyr, you guys know the drill. All right. So that's all for this banner. Thank you guys for watching as always and sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next video as always. Peace out.